Yeah, I guess we got to respond to this one. We already responded to the previous one, but he wants to bring it back. So let's talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about it. We got a lot to talk about. Northside MDN, Mr. Wooden Spoons himself, pointing spoons like he's got a switchblade every 2 seconds, talking shit. We got to get into it. First things first. Hope everyone's doing well. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We got to talk about this because Northside, not only once, not twice, but 3 times has spoken about me consecutive streams coming at me for one specific topic. So we're going to get into it, debunk everything, and speak about it. And also, thank you for the free advertisement, doing a 1-hour special on yours truly, Egal. So we're not going to stay that long. We don't need to. So let's get straight into it. Let's get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. No time for anything else. Let's get straight into the main topic of discussion. So he did a, let me just show you guys. So he did a whole, about 4 hours ago, he did a 1 hour and 11-minute stream all about me. Yes, all about little old me. And he started off the stream by talking about who are you and all these other things. You know what? Let me just play it.
Egal preseason prediction is if Arteta doesn't win the league this year, it's a failure.
That is true. I did say that. But of course, I did change my opinion. And I was on stream with you numerous times speaking about this discussion exactly. But before we go any further, let him have his moment. Let him think he's got me so he can make himself feel better. Because all you do is sit in an echo chamber and let's see what you gotta say.
Who are you? Filho da puta.
Who am I? It's funny because listen to what he's about to say.
Who are you?
I don't even know what you're doing. Playing music. Look, the main reason why he's upset, he's going to tell you in a second.
No CSI. Huh? Filho da puta want to call for me. Who are you? Who?
He's really singing the Who. Enough of that.
Who are you? Filho da puta. All you man supporting Spurs, yeah? Man's calling out.
Literally, they only have one thing to talk about 24/7, which is other fans. So I guess it's time somebody actually spoke back to them because they always just talk shit about other fans. What do you have to say? Because you haven't said anything yet.
For me, yeah? Clip this.
I am clipping it.
The gap.
Season, Arsenal fans, is it trophy or bust? Let me know what you guys think. For me, if we don't win the Premier League, I would consider this upcoming season a failure. And boom. That's where he thinks he's got me, right? I think that Mikel Arteta should be delivering the trophy with the money.
Really?
Boom. He thinks he's got me, right? Little does he know. Does he not remember he was on a stream with me? Does he not remember he was on a stream with me earlier this year? Does he not remember I was on his channel earlier this year and we were talking about this exact same topic? And what did he have to say then?
Just be, the plucky losers or second best. And we weren't spending astronomical amounts of money. We found Van Persie for at a cut price. We thought Adebayor for cut price. Nasri, Fabregas, Haleb, Son. All these players didn't break the market, but we were still able to compete and get over the line. So we've always been up against this as long as I've been alive. Do you know what I mean? And we're still able to get over the line. And this is the problem, that at the end of the day, this project then has to deliver. Whether you put...
I agree. The project eventually has to deliver. But here's where I don't tie it to the manager. Listen to this next statement.
The pressure on this season or next season, eventually there will be a time where this manager has to deliver. And I don't see this manager.
You want to know something, Northside? Going into the season, I thought that was going to be this year, but the fact that we're not the finished article, the fact that we don't have the striker, the fact that we still have glaring holes in the squad, I'm willing to give the manager next summer to fix those holes and then put the pressure on him next season. That's what I said. You're on the stream. You somehow have forgotten that we've had this discussion, but yet you think you got a got you moment. You think you're exposing something. You've not exposed shit. You've literally just quoted me from months and months ago when we all know things don't stay the same in football. Opinions change. People don't realize this. People don't realize opinions can change. Do you still have the same opinion of Kai Havertz that you did when he walked in through the door? Do you still say you're not going to celebrate Kai Havertz goals? Because I'm pretty sure you and Lee Gunnar said you guys would never celebrate Kai Havertz goals. And now, not only are you celebrating Kai Havertz goals, you're jumping up and down, twerking. So talking about people who change their opinions, well, I could show you an example of that. You specifically yourself were one of the people saying, "Oh, I would never celebrate Kai Havertz goals. I would never celebrate these goals." Blah blah blah. What did you end up doing? I seen you end up celebrating. Were you not celebrating? When was it? Was it the Man United game or the Tottenham game? Whatever game it was, the Chelsea game, one of those games. You're saying, "Oh, I would never celebrate Kai Havertz goals," and then boom, immediately when he scores the goal, you end up celebrating. It's not a coincidence, guys. It's not a coincidence. You're saying things. And you're saying, oh, we don't contradict ourselves. I don't contradict myself. I don't flip-flop. Well, I'm not calling you a flip-flop. I'm just saying it's okay to change your opinion. You don't have to be wrong and strong. You don't have to be Mr. Oh, I don't like Arteta. But hey, there's also another allegation that I have on you. Before we go and show the celebrations of you celebrating Kai Havertz's stuff, because I could go pull that up right now on Twitter, but we're not going to do that. What we're going to do is we're going to go to what you said on this stream here, because this is why you're really upset. Oh, it's because you rate Turkish and you're kind of upset at Turkish, but it's not me. Let's get into it and pick up some points. Now, you guys might say, oh, that's embarrassing. How?
What's this B-Tech jar rule talking about? So phase 4, you man never told me at the start of the season.
One second.
Jack and plus 500.
I hate when these commercials come up. Fuck. My man's trying to do all the monetization. I get it. It's YouTube. But look, talking about these things, there was a lot of things you said. You spoke about my expectations at the beginning of the season. Expectations change. They're fluid. They're not one expectation where you stick through it the whole time. Also, number two, you did say something in this clip where I wanted to bring it up before we go on to the next topic. Let me get to it. Hands, and we can't look back retrospectively to all the drop points that we've had. North London rivals.
What's this B-Tech jar rule talking about? So phase 4, you man.
I told you guys, Virgil van Broek is still talking shit. It is what it is. Keep comparing me to Ja Rule.
I never told me at the start of the season. Oh, phase 5 is about begging and pleading for Tottenham, to win the league.
You see how they always say people use words that mean nothing and discussion points that mean nothing. No one's talking about phases at this point. We're at the situation where we now should be starting to win things. And I get it if you're upset, but what are you talking about? At this point, you're just filling in words for no reason.
Was that all part of Super Mikel Arteta's plan? Because first you told me it's Project Youth. Now it's...
No one's talking about Project Youth anymore. Why is he still going back to years ago?
Begging, flipping Tottenham to win a game. Begging Tottenham.
You probably wanted Tottenham to win. That's a weird mentality. A weird mentality to have Tottenham, to want Tottenham to lose in that situation when we want to win a league title. I still will stand on this forever. My biggest rival, if we're trying to win a league title, is the person stopping me from winning a league title. At that moment in time, I don't give a shit about rivalry. And that's what your mistake is. You talk about standards, but your standards is because you care more about your rival than you do about winning leagues. That's your standard? Okay, Mr. Standards, talking about standards. You're moving weird, bro.
To do something against our rivals so we can win the league. You absolute fraud.
Why would you want your title rival to beat your rival just so you can lose the league? Do you want us to lose the league? Do you intentionally want Arsenal to lose? I don't get it. You wave around your spoons every day, looking like an idiot, as you always say, talking shit for no reason. Bro, you're moving dumb. What are we doing here? Do you want to win? Or do you want to just say, oh, let's blame Arsenal fans. Let's blame the top gooners. Let's blame people kite flying. Bro, no one gives a shit. You're chatting shit 24/7, angry at people for no goddamn reason. You need to take a look at yourself because you're 24/7 yelling and screaming on a camera at people for no goddamn reason. This is your whole thing. And the main reason why I'm showing you guys this part is because the truth comes out in this clip. and you'll see what I mean.
Bro, I'm not supporting Tottenham in no circumstance, bro. I'm an Arsenal
No one's telling you to support Tottenham. The game is done, for God's sakes. Fuck it.
fan, and I stay loyal to my club. I support my club. I may cuss my club because
you may cuss your club. You may cuss all the players. You may cuss the manager. You may cuss all the fans, but you love your club. You want your title rival to lose a game in order for your team to win the league, your team to lose the league, but you love your club. I get it. You love your club, but the way you show love and affection doesn't add up to what would lead to success on the pitch. You basically want the club to sack a manager who has taken the team from the ground up, built it to the stage for your own personal agenda. I was right. I told you we weren't going to win the league. You just want to be proven right. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense. Make it make sense. Anyways, continue.
At times I don't like what my club's doing. I don't like the fact that my club is. I don't care about. Don't worry, yeah. These people that put the talking rubbish, bro. Talking rubbish, yeah. Don't worry, yeah. Don't worry, because they're gonna keep cooking. Because you tried to make a video about me as if I was trying to gun for Turkish when I was never gunning for Turkish.
Oh, you weren't gunning for Turkish. You are absolutely backtracking. You're shaking in your boots. Woo! I wasn't going for Turkish. You weren't going for Turkish. You weren't going for Turkish. Are you serious? You did a whole goddamn video on Turkish. You did a whole goddamn thing on Turkish. And now you're backtracking. Why are you backtracking when it comes to Turkish? Why are you backtracking when it comes to Turkish, but you have all the lip for everybody else? Why are you walking away from that one? I see. Oh, I see. I see how it is. I see how it is. You're saying you weren't going for Turkish when in this video, you were clearly going for Turkish. What's this? What's this? Is you not going for Turkish?
Fuck this. No, bro. I'm sorry. I don't know if it's you're becoming the company that you keep over there on that channel. I don't know what it is, bro. Mas eu tô cansado dessa porcaria. Eu tô cansado. I'm telling you now, if Arteta doesn't win me the league.
Is this not you going for Turkish? Or is it not?
Are you having trouble?
This guy and his ads. Fair enough. You're making bare money off the ad revenue. I get it. But look, I'm telling you right now, is this not you going for Turkish? You can say you disagree with his opinion, but you saying, oh, you're the company you keep. What is that? Is this not you? The guy saying the exact same thing I'm saying. You have a problem with what I'm saying, but when it's him, you don't have a problem all of a sudden. So who's the flip-flop? Who's the flip-flop? Oh, I rate Turkish. I went to his what do you call it? What did you say? I went to his event. There was 3 people there and I showed face. And since then I respected him. Yeah, respect the guy, no problem. I respect Turkish too. I rate Turkish. I'm not sitting here saying, oh, you're gunning for Turkish and I made a funny video about it. I did the same thing you do. I clipped up an Arsenal fan reacting to their content the same way you do. You just don't like it because nobody clips you up. Who clips you up? Who clips you up till today? Nobody. Nobody comes at you. Everyone just lets you do your business. Everyone just lets you do your streams every time. Oh, it's Northside. He's just doing his thing. No, people call you a fake league gunner. You know that, right? I don't do that. I'm out here. I'm like, you know what? I rate your thing. Keep doing your thing. We're cool, right? We don't cause problems between each other. We're amicable. I go on other streams where I'm facing people who have the exact opposite opinion of me on a regular basis. I'm myself 10 toes down, standing there in the middle of a stream where there's 5 people who disagree with me on every single take, but I still show my face and I still speak. And you have the audacity to come at me and say, oh, look at this fake, changing his opinion, flip-flopping. And then, oh, it gets even better. But before we continue, let me just show you what this guy is saying. He's trying to say, oh, I wasn't going for Turkish. I wasn't going for Turkish. You were clearly
winning major honors. Let's keep it real, bro. Let's keep it real. You didn't say this when you were marching, bro. So why are you saying this now?
Why people can't change their opinion? Are you clearly not going for Turkish in this video? Are you clearly not? You did a whole 30-minute monologue on Turkish and you're trying to say, oh, you're trying to start beef. I'm not trying to start beef. I'm clipping you and I'm challenging you on your take. And all of a sudden, maybe it caused the rift between you and Turkish, and you want to blame me, bro. Take accountability. You talk about me taking accountability. Take accountability for your own actions. You started this by doing a video reacting to him. All of a sudden, you realize he might not be happy about you, and now you're blaming me for falling out with somebody. It's not my business that you do a reaction video where you call people fela la puta every 2 seconds, and you want to blame me when they don't respect you no more. It's not my fault. Is anyone gonna tell me it's my fault when I do a reaction video to somebody and they don't all of a sudden like me? Bro, you're out here every single week doing a video calling Robbie a fat bastard, making fun of all these other people. No one brings it to you. No one brings it to you. They just let you do your thing. I get it. You want to do your thing, do your thing. But if you're going to come out here and say, I'm causing you problems by clipping your content, and now I'm causing you problems between you and Turkish, bro, it's blatantly obvious. It's blatantly obvious. And Turkish is not blind. He's not stupid. He even his viewers can see it. The man posted about it. He said the internet doesn't like balanced opinions. And if it isn't extreme positive, hopeful, or extreme negative and doubtful, then you're sitting on the fence and you're a flip-flop. I fully agree with that. You can't be balanced. You can't give your opinions that are balanced and fair, or else you're going to be called a flip-flop. I don't say things for others. I say things I believe, whether proven right or wrong, I stand on it. And you know what? That's why I respect Turkish. I rate him for that. And you got people in the comments saying it's funny that you got people in the Arteta out camp calling him a mutant, calling him a sellout, and all these things. And then you got people in the Arteta in camp calling him fake and all these other things. Personally, for me, I think he's well balanced, and I rate the guy. And you know something? There's nothing wrong with, after a game, when you have a poor performance, standing on it and saying the team was shit today, or the team was poor today, or I don't see this team doing well if going forward. I always come out on my match reactions, be it a win, loss, or draw, and I say what I feel, and I say it as it is. You might not watch all my content, but I'm quite balanced and I'm quite fair. I criticize when needed to be criticized, and I challenge people when they need to be challenged. After we lost the Champions League, I was on the players' heads. After we lost to Fulham, West Ham, Aston Villa, I was on the players' heads. But the next game, we go again. It's not a thing where you down tools and you throw away everything and you want to sack everybody. You want to get rid of all the players. Also, you don't even rate the goddamn players in the first place to be sitting here talking about, oh, we should guarantee a league title. Why do you do what's wrong with these people? What's wrong with these people? So you don't rate Mikel Arteta, you don't rate the squad. I could show you videos of him making fun of Saliba, Gabriel, and the whole team. Literally. Let me go find that. Let me go find that while I'm doing this, because this is typical behavior from people when they constantly just berate others and make jokes about things, and they don't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense. Half the stuff doesn't even make sense. So you now tell me once again, try to say it one more time try to say it one more time on your next stream. Oh, I wasn't gunning for Turkish. I was disagreeing. Well, one could misconstrue your disagreement as disrespectful. Just saying. And if you fall out with somebody over a reaction video that I did, it's none of my goddamn business. Now, let's continue. Because you did a whole 1 hour special. I'm not even done. So you did a 1 hour special on my reactions. Fair. Let's continue to the next. What was the next reaction that you wanted to react to? This one.
Popular after Havertz comes out.
Okay. Here it is. Sayonara. That's it. It's over. We bottled it again. The title race is done.
Really? You feel that?
Look at him. You feel puta, blah, 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 blah. Listen, bro, I don't care that you keep saying this filler puta stuff. It's a gimmick. I get it. I'm not going to get mad about that. But what I'm going to get mad about is this next statement, because you make it seem like giving fair criticism is not allowed if you're optimistic. Giving fair criticism of a team is not allowed. And this is why I say this. Watch this next part.
After all that crap about let's support Tottenham, let's get behind Tottenham. After we lose against Aston Villa, we still got a couple of games to go. You said that the season is done. What happened?
Okay. First things first. Everybody here, tell me. is it not a natural feeling to be down after a game? And when you're giving your opinion on a match after the game, aren't you going to be emotional? Aren't you going to say things that you don't necessarily think is 100% accurate? But you know what? In the moment, you get carried away and you say things. That is me. At times, I'm overly emotional. At times, I'm overly reactionary. And at times, I'll say things and I'll take a second and I'll look at it and I'll be like, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Or you know what? The league is not done. The players don't believe that. I don't believe that. We need to stop. Look, take a look at this. We still got a lot of games remaining. Anything can happen in football. Let's keep going. But you know what? They want to stop you. They want to rebuttal and bring you back all the way to Fulham, all the way to West Ham, all the way to Aston Villa, and say, "Oh, that's where you said you were losing." So because I'm an honest fan and I give you my feelings after the game, you want to take my word and try to use it against me. You can't, because I still back my opinion. At that moment in time, I felt heartbroken, and I'm in the back of my mind, I'm saying to myself, this could be the moment where we lost the league. But I generally said, you know what, we still need to back the team because they need to continue to win these games until the end of the season. And that's what they've done. We're now in the final day of the season and we could potentially still win this league title. But yeah, let's continue.
To get behind your team. What behind? Back the boys. Get behind the boys. Yeah? I want to be a... What do you say? What does the guy always say? Oh, I'm a proper fan. Yeah?
I never in my life ever say I'm a proper fan. I'm from Toronto, Canada. I was not born in the UK. I get challenged all the time stating that I'm not from here. And people tell me, yo, you're not a proper fan on a regular basis. So I'm not going to go and sit here and tell people I'm a proper fan. That's it. That would be hypocritical. I've never said that in my life. You're blatantly lying to my name. Talking about I'm ruining your reputation. You're intentionally trying to ruin my reputation by saying bullshit. That doesn't make sense. Why on earth would I ever say to somebody you're not a true fan? I know what that feels like. I've gone through this for the whole 4 years that I've been doing YouTube. Since I was doing YouTube on Sunny TV. Why would I ever go out of my way and call somebody a fake fan or not a real fan, or say I'm not a real fan or you're not a real fan? Why would I ever do that? I would say I tend to try to be very diplomatic when it comes to these things. So to say that I would say that is ridiculous.
I'm a proper fan. I'm not just going to concede it to Man City.
I never said I'm not a proper fan. I said I'm just not going to give up on the team. You can take that whichever way you will.
I'm going to stand behind my team. Why are you not standing behind your team now? Why are you already conceding that the league is done?
Two days after that, we were on Dan Potts' channel talking about it, and I was challenging you on giving up on the league already. Why are we holding the players to a standard where they have to keep winning, but when it comes to fans, you can just down tools and throw away the towel? It's weird.
Don't be coming for me because I ain't flip-flopped. Yeah?
You ain't flip-flopped. I just showed earlier how you flip-flopped on the whole Turkish thing, where you challenged Turkish and then afterwards you tried to say, oh, I didn't challenge him. So Exhibit A, you've already done that. So we don't need to continue.
The most out of the team needs you. You gave up against Aston Villa. Aston Villa. Yeah? Let's rewind it.
We don't need to rewind it. Let's just get past this part. We give
that champions experience. Why didn't you get that Philo Daputa on the pitch? I thought he's the guy that brings us that experience. He brings.
Now he's challenging Jorginho again. Why are we going at Jorginho still? You still have your Jorginho agenda. It just doesn't make sense. Talking about Jorginho 24/7 like he's done something wrong. By the way, every game that Jorginho started, we won this league. I think we've only lost, what was it? I think two games where we I don't even know how many games he was involved in that we dropped points in. These guys just talk shit. I'm trying to find the part where he says something about I'm negative. That's where I'm trying to find. Luis is not even there.
Toxic and negative. We got an agenda. These things. These are the same things that me, Pop. Yeah, we need more money. Yeah. I thought you're not allowed to say these things. These are the same things that me, Lee, and all the rest of us say it, and you call us toxic and negative. We got an agenda. We can't see what Mikel Arteta is doing. We need to wait to phase 6. So why are you coming up with this? You know why?
Oh, so we get criticized for not keeping it real and for being too positive. And then when they actually watch my content and they find out that I'm actually quite balanced and I say the negatives and the positives on my content, be it a TikTok, be it a YouTube short, be it Instagram reel, be it on here, be it anywhere, then they're like, oh, you're being toxic and negative just like us. it's not toxic and negative if you're after a game speaking about the faults that the team made in that game. What I find toxic and negative is if you are continuously berating players and teams and individuals that are performing well. For example, why are you still criticizing Jorginho? Why are you still on Jorginho's case? Why aren't you on Thomas Partey's case, who has missed majority of the season? Why aren't you on the case of guys like Gabriel Jesus, who has not played for majority of the season? Wait, actually, you probably will just tell me you never thought he was good enough in the first place. And when I tell you Zinchenko is now, I've noticed Zinchenko is not good enough, you're going to say to me, I told you he was not good enough a long time ago. It doesn't matter how we got to the point. If we now are agreeing on a point, why is it a bad thing? Because you clearly should be agreeing with me that a certain Leandro Trossard was a good signing. You should clearly be agreeing with me that Kai Havertz has turned it around and he's been decent for us recently. But why is it when it's something that suits your narrative, all of a sudden it's a got you moment, but when it's on the other foot, it's nothing. It just doesn't make sense. The math doesn't add up. I really do believe at this point, you're just dragging things on for the sake of dragging things on. And it's just I just find it hilarious. Now, I can criticize the team, especially after losing 1-0 to Porto, but that comes off as if he thinks, oh, criticizing the team, you're a fake? Excuse me? Let me show you guys my analyzation of the Porto Arsenal game.
Pressure. Isn't this all the fuckery? Yeah?
The Arsenal boys were unrecognizable. We were terrible versus Porto in this first game. We did not play well. We did not show up properly, and I criticized it as deserved. But Northside views that as a clip that's got you, that shows your true colors. Excuse me? Any Arsenal fan with 2 eyes could tell you the boys did not play as well against Porto. But let's see what he has to say. What was that? I haven't seen us play that bad in forever. I got to give Porto credit. They were set up resolute defensively. They did their job to the
back them. It's their first.
It's gonna be difficult for us.
It's their first year back in the Champions League. Just back them.
Stop it. Now we're just acting like idiots intentionally. We're intentionally acting like an idiot. Like you're intentionally playing dumb, trying to get your point across, but your point is not landing because you're just saying stupid points. What are you talking about? Oh, but it's the first year. Yeah, it's the first year in the Champions League, but I still expect us to beat Porto. Also, we lost 1-0. It's not the end of the world. I'm not going to still crying and stuff, but I'm going to criticize. That's what a post-match reaction is about. I don't know what you do in your post-match reactions. Clearly, you just do the same thing every time where you just yell about players, win, lose, or draw, because you don't understand what actual analyzation of the game is. What are you talking about? Let me hear what he has to say. You'll be shocked.
It's their first year back. Why are you criticizing? It's their first year back in the Champions League. It takes time. The boys are getting used to it. They've never been in the Champions League. They've not been under this pressure. Isn't this all the fuckery that you man be telling me?
Bro, if I said all the generic Arteta outtakes that people say, and I put it, and I said, you said that, and it came from your mouth, you'd start clipping me saying I'm lying on your name. So I don't know why you're doing that about me. Just simple as. Honestly, that part is probably a waste of time. Let's just go to this part, because this part is the main part.
Top gooners, yeah? Calling other people's opinions. At least we stick to our guns. At least we talk.
Sticking to your guns, saying you still want the manager out when the team is performing well. The team is literally in title challenge 2 years in a row. And this season, we're about to go to the penultimate day, the final day of the season, versus and see if West Ham can get a result to help us win the league. I bet you any money. If Arsenal win the league, they're probably going to say, oh, Man City bottled it. Arsenal didn't win it. Man City bottled it. That's probably what they're going to say. Probably what he's going to say. Listen, we got 263 people right now. Do me a favor, hit that like button. Let's continue to cook this fraud. Let's go.
What we really believe. We don't just blow like the wind like you ago. Yeah?
We don't just blow like the wind. Well, literally, you're saying if we get 3 points on Saturday and Arteta wins the league title, you'll be an Arteta in fan, or you'll back the manager fully. You cannot see with your own eyes the improvement that we've made in goals, the improvement that we made defensively, the improvement that we made in recruitment, the improvement that we made tactically on the pitch, the performances that how they've improved throughout the season. And you cannot see just that we're losing to a Man City team that's just that much better than us slightly. You're making it seem like we've bottled it once again like we did last year. it's not on the same standard as last year. This team has still improved, but yet you want to throw everything away to bring in another manager. And if that manager doesn't win, you just want to sack that manager again. You want us to be like Manchester United.
Whatever is popular, you want to jump on, yeah? And don't forget, Egal. Also, don't forget this, Marika. My channel's 3 times smaller than yours, yeah? And my views are only 19K off of yours. So,
oh, big deal. Excuse me?
far this month, yeah? And your channel's 3 times the size of mine, yeah? Looks like this whole flipping and flopping, yeah, trying to go with the agendas ain't working.
Now we're getting personal. Now we're getting personal. I get it. I get it. You want to talk about viewership. You want to talk about channels. You want to talk about that. Well, it's kind of easy. It's kind of easy to get more viewership if you're just gonna do content strictly on reacting on other people's content that's quite popular. No disrespect, bro. No disrespect. But I can see, if I'm looking at your content, I'm seeing Rory. I know Rory's not on your channel. I'm seeing Robbie. I know Robbie's not on your channel. I know Robbie's not on your channel. I definitely know Dawood's not on your channel. I definitely know Saeed don't come on the channel like that. You're doing reaction videos to him. So I rate your thing. Keep doing your thing. But if we're really gonna be talking about viewership, and we're gonna be talking about subscribers and videos, let's do that then. Let's do that then. You see that number right there? See that number? This month, right? This month, you got 212K views. I got 240K, 42K. Not a big deal. You got a lot of traction. Don't forget, you do more videos than me. You do more content than I do. It is a normal. It's not a game where I look at viewers, but I generally try to keep it on football. I don't always do these reactions. I just recently did these reactions because I seen you guys talking shit. And if I did this for months ago, maybe I'm gonna keep it up. Maybe you taught me a new trick. This is the way. This is the way forward. Doing reactions, blaming other Arsenal fans for all of our poor standards. This is how people get views instead of speaking about the actual game. Bro, I'm not gonna get petty with you. In actual reality, do whatever you want to do. If you're doing well for your YouTube channel, good for you. I honestly implore that. I encourage everyone to do well, even if I don't like you. But one thing I'm not gonna do, I'm not gonna get into a dick measuring competition with people. Okay? That just goes to show you how low you've gone in this conversation. Finally, the final thing is, I don't care what you think about me. You don't clearly care what you think about other people, but don't backtrack and say I wasn't going for Turkish when you clearly were, and then also trying to save face on other people with other people, calling people fake, challenging their opinions on stuff. I'm always on every channel, even if I don't like the person, I still go on there to speak about football. Clearly, you just want to talk about personalities and get at people. It's not my fault. The league gunner is about to take your personality and turn it into his own. It's not my fault. You're waving a spoon, looking like an idiot 24/7 on your stream, talking about shit that doesn't matter when it comes to us winning. You're just stressing yourself out for no reason. If I'm gonna end this off with anything, I'm gonna say this: you need to relax. You need to relax. You need to chill out and take a little bit of your own advice, and just sit back and take a look at yourself. Because some of the stuff you say doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. But yeah. Big up to somebody in the chat. We got a super chat here saying, Egal, big up to you, bro. He said, Egal, you're wasting your time with these standard FC guys. Notice how they all no. Let's not do that. Underachieving life. You don't know what the guy's up to. The guy is probably really well off. So let's not get at people's personal lives. You know what it is? I might be doing a response video to him, but Northside, he's actually, like, in his real life, he's doing well off for himself. Anyone who has success realizes Arteta does a great job and don't whine. You know what it is? I just don't understand why people are still complaining about Mikel Arteta and his job at this moment in time. It just doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't make sense. Constantly berating the people around about the manager and their opinions about the manager. It just doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't. And the part where you talk about people's YouTube channel sizes and viewership sizes, that's just like the thing that just tells me where we're going with this. Because you wouldn't have done a 1 hour special if you didn't know it was going to get you views. You wouldn't do all these reactions to other people if you didn't know it was going to get you views. You wouldn't do all these things where you're constantly reacting to people who you don't agree with. And then when somebody finally calls you out, you wanna backtrack. You wanna say, "Oh, why are you starting beef?" You started it. So yeah, I'm done, bro. I don't need to say nothing else. People know my credentials. People know who I am. People know I stand on my opinion, and I don't flip flop on my opinion like you say I do. If I change my opinion, it's because I have evidence to tell me I need to change my opinion. For example, Kai Havertz and his performances this season. I did not expect this from him. Even though at the beginning I was trying to back him, I did not know he was going to become this good. Other things, for example, Eddie Nketiah, after he got the hat trick, I thought he could have maybe done something for us. He regressed. So from there, I said to myself, we need to sell him. I don't need to tell you everything that I do and everything and how I feel about every single topic. But if you want to have that discussion, I'm more than open to. Personally, for me, I don't think you want to be on a stream with me anymore, and I don't really care. You have my number. If you want to call me, you can call me. If this is real beef. Anyways, we're out of here, people. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day. Hopefully, you guys enjoy the stream. And yeah, I'm going to continue to call you out. If you speak about me, best believe, let me do what you do. This is what you do, right? You sit here and you say Pukari and all these things. Best believe, if you constantly try to call me out, I'm going to do the same thing. I can do the same thing. We don't need to sit here and act like children. Anyways, I'm out of here, people. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day. I'll catch you guys in the next video. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, Northside, this is a message to you. We're going to probably be on a show together with Dan Potts or anything like that. If you want to challenge me on my opinion, name the show, name the time, I'm there. Because best believe, if we're on a show together and we're going back and forth, you don't have the minerals to go blow for blow in a debate with me about Arsenal. Because you don't have a goddamn leg to stand on. Anyways, I'm out of here.